dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas. The action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets past one man. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
20.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Jackson. And incomplete to open things up.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A 1st carry now for Alex Collins. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All right, now look at 56.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On On second down, Collins. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On first and goal, Collins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his pass, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Carolina's offense, they worked their way back out there. And I wanted to discuss Christian McCaffrey with you. One thing that kind of went under the radar in their Week 2 loss, he had 14 receptions. They mentioned they want to use him in a variety of ways. Are they using him effectively? And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Newton now on second down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flacco gives to Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. So as they take it over, we step aside. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Trying to punch it in with Collins. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Passing play, Flacco. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's the fullback, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Now Newton on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, CD, switching gears for a second, you know, there's been a special teams issue so far in the NFL this season, especially you look at week 2 through Sunday's games. There were 19 missed extra points and field goals combined between all the kickers in the league.
And if you look at Minnesota and Cleveland, that's where the spotlight really focuses because Minnesota, a rookie kicker in Daniel Carlson, they spent a 5th-round pick on him. Supposed to solve their kicking issues. He missed 3 in Green Bay, including a couple potential game winners. In Cleveland with Zane Gonzalez, I believe he left 11 points on the board, or I should say off the board, with missed extra points and field goals in their loss to New Orleans.
So maybe some kickers that aren't seeing time now aren't even on a team that might be popping up on rosters soon. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Newton throwing again. He's going to launch this thing way down. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, 56 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 13-7. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. Flush to his right. And he'll He'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Operating off play action. Flacco, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. And a stoppage here. Timeout before this third down play takes place, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. To throw on second down is Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
20.
Now Newton. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On first down, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down. Gun. Do something.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They go play action here on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Julius Peppers. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Hey, hey.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. Flushed out right. Looking long for Thomas. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run forward with Anderson. And he is in.
What's up, bro? Shit.
Who won it?
Gano now to add the extra point.
They win by one. They need to start. I'm sitting here thinking that they need to hurry up with my fucking money.
And that will put them on top here in the third.
What now?
Nah, the money I took out yesterday. It's supposed to be in there.
They ain't sent it to you yet?
Out to kick this one
I
away.
paid $9. He's like, well, we got it up. It's impossible. But it'll be
This is fielding a couple yards deep. And he'll
How
get
much
it
they
up
owe?
to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory,
I'm getting
which
ready to
means they're going
start
to lose
playing
the
that
field
2K
position
for it,
battle as a general rule.
They
They're looking
start
for
Hey,
now
so,
is a
hey,
little more
how I set my
consistency.
shit up
Move
when
the
I go
ball at least a
online?
few times on offense, get a
When
couple
I go to
first
player
downs,
line.
and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Crabtree with it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Just add money to that motherfucker. You just put $10 in that. $10 money.
They said nothing. They gonna do what now, bro?
They're gonna ask the
Take a picture of my ID.
First down. Room here to run. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
I'm just getting them motherfucker 11 o'clock, man. I need my money on the motherfucker. I think what fucked them up when I did a
They'll
withdrawal.
run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Yesterday, last night,
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on standing on double teams in the first level. Make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes that are going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Jackson. The pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And we're back now in Charlotte. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the fourth.
Where I go on here to add money? Where I go?
You'll see your name and shit. It's 3 little dots.
Oh, I go to add money.
Yeah.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On that damn YouTube, that shit like a
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The shotgun snap for Newton.
What y'all playing, 4-minute quarter?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. His throw incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 3rd down.
Hey, you can do it straight from a car, though.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. The Panthers going for it on 4th. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's
so you got to put the round number and all that shit on the paper.
At the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Newton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
I'm just saying, though, I just went through my paper. You know, it just say 0 money in it, but I got a card on it.
Yeah, you got to use that card.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he
so once
releases
it,
it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
I feel what you're saying.
I think he had to move that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license.
Yeah, I see that.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't.
But you see they got that goddamn what's called on now.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Sadly, just go to your account for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, you got it. It's an out, my nigga. No, just like PayPal.
Yeah.
Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right.
Get this man,
now he'll go deep down the middle. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why did you
when I
go for
did it,
there?
they say,
I think he just
go to find a match or what?
If they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
I did that shit, so
it's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring
really,
up
you can
2nd
look
down.
at the matches. You hit that little motherfucker right beside that trophy on the mill.
I gotta find somebody who got them want to.
It said open. It said open. No, you ain't got to pay for the whole team, man, bro.
I can set it up myself.
Yeah, the minimum is $250.
Back at the 28.
Like somebody got like $5 by their name, you get hit him.
Yeah, or you see where it say find opponent. You see folks' name and you see they rate.
Don't say, hey,
play that nigga
like,
Peanut.
Hey, like this nigga got his rating 46.
Oh yeah, he's
46.
Oh, anything in the red they score.
Back to throw.
Hey, so it say $6. I just hit him.
Yeah.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps
I know if he accepted it or
moving.
not.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I should not turn down.
I like the call.
I'm recording, but anything in that red, bro, you get them.
Time off the clock.
You do it. I do it by now. Right beside it said open match. It said find opponent. I do it by find
They go
opponent.
again with Collins.
So when you
They'll
find
pick up only
opponent,
a
see they
yard there,
level
and
right
it'll
there.
leave them with a
That
3rd
nigga
and
King
7. The
that.
Panthers are going to take another timeout.
Then them niggas with
That'll
their
leave them
E
with
and A
just
body,
one
man. I see
remaining
y'all
in this
here.
4th quarter of play.
You don't know what y'all motherfuckers. You don't know who them motherfuckers is. Did he accept it?
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of
You should
7.
do that
This
nigga
is
peanut
3rd and 7.
for the one, but he'll take it.
Why they ain't for my ID, bro?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Who are them niggas
That's
tougher
a
than
good job of
Jack?
situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and
Oh,
getting
them the
there.
motherfucker work there with him. But there's some niggas on that too bad.
They'll try and run
You
for
go
it on
look at
1st
how
and
much
goal.
they play. You can go to
And
my
he will
name
maneuver
and
his
see how
way
much
down to about the
like the
7.
Williams and how much
Only a
they
yard
win.
that time. 2nd and goal.
Yeah,
They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Them niggas ain't gonna accept this shit.
He'll get it up the
Might
middle.
be already.
And he'll be stopped
Yeah.
just outside the 5 at the 6. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
9 seconds, all them do is
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another
after the
here on
game, or you
3rd
just
and
submit
goal?
the score, bro.
We could just type it
They'll
in.
run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it
What
with
did the nigga
5
type in?
seconds to go.
No,
And a
it's-
chance with a field goal to win the game.
They can fuck themselves up too, bro. That nigga almost
And
blocked
his
that
kick
shit,
here
bro.
is good. And it's
Nigga almost
celebration
blocked that
time on that
shit,
sideline as they have
yeah.
taken the lead in the final
Oh,
seconds.
you already kicked the field
And you
goal?
know, in an era of
Yeah.
cost
It looked
cutting
like
and
that nigga
maximizing
blocked
your
that
roster,
shit,
this
bro.
is a club that does not skimp on special
would've went
teams,
all
and
the
in
way
these
up, he would've blocked
situations,
that
it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on
Well,
who you
see
have
that
kicking
shit.
the ball,
Yeah, been
would you rather have a street free
invited
agent
to
out
a
there
match.
or a solid pro
Wow,
like
don't
this?
play.
Answer's
See
pretty
what it
evident to me.
See them niggas love him.
It's
Short
65.
kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Huh?
They ain't fuck with them niggas sleep.
Oh, he want to play for $27.
They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on
Oh,
the
yeah,
other side,
come
but
on.
couldn't get that
Okay.
spark.
No,
Fun if you
reject them
won.
Go to the
motherfuckers.
nigga named
And fun for
Peanut, man.
us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking
Reject,
about didn't
nigga.
occur at the end, but what a game all the way
Dude
through.
named Peanut. Peanut lies one. Oh, that nigga I just played was sorry as hell, really.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation
Cool.
of the NFL on
I beat him. You know I beat him fair and square.